Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It is the end of the week, end of the work week. The weekend is here. And for many of us, it's going to be a 3-day weekend. Monday is a holiday for some people, Indigenous Day, as it's called, and also Columbus Day. I just heard on the radio, the news this week that they're changing the name back to Columbus Day. But anyways, I don't like to get political here, but that's why we're off this weekend. And this is In the Raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unedited conversation. We've been talking about hope and how that, what it means to us and how it works in our lives. And the last video, we're saying that John was speaking in a verse, John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all the mankind. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. We were saying that, when light shines on darkness, that represents hope. And John says here, the light arrived, and the light that Isaiah spoke of, that I read about in the previous video, is called Jesus. Jesus is the true hope for humanity. Jesus is the one in whom we can put all of our hope. He is a light to the darkness and brings hopelessness to this world. The darkness that brings hopelessness to this world. If you want to end hopelessness, then you need to find Jesus, because Jesus is the true hope. And I might have said this in the previous video, there's two kinds of hope in this world. We can hope for, or we can hope in. In life, sometimes we hope for. We all have things we hope for. It's part of our human nature to hope for something. I hope for a good job. I hope for a wife or a husband. I hope for a house. I hope for this or that, But there's another type of hope, and that is a hope in someone. And that someone is reliable and without fault. We need to stop waiting for and start waiting in. Jesus, he's not going to disappoint us. He will always come through. He's the one true hope that we can trust. He is the hope of the world. When you're hoping for something, you might be disappointed. You're going to be let down because you didn't get what you hoped for. But when you place your hope in Jesus, you will not be disappointed because your life is in him is secure. So who your hope is in will always be greater than what you're hoping for. So remember this always. It's not hoping for, it's hoping in. And hope is not based on probabilities. It's based on promises. And so this is what this means. When our hope is based on probabilities, we are filled with doubt, anguish, and fear. This probably will happen. This probably will not. There's no assurance. But when our hope is based on promises, we live in confidence, secure, and peace, because we know that God has promised this, and he will come through. God will always come through. So if you allow hope to be the light of your darkness, if you put your hope in him, and if you base your hope on his promises, you will then experience the true power of hope. All right. Well, I hope that you have an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.